Hey, this is Jamey from Stillmeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in Go Nuts for Donuts, a game that I recently played on Board Game Arena for the first time. This is a game with an art style that is very similar to Sushi Go and Sushi Roll, so I really like the whimsical style, and I was actually impressed by the sheer number of different donuts they put in this game and how much it made me want to eat a donut afterward. The twist in this game, it's a set collection game, lots of interesting versions of set collection. So sometimes getting a card is good, sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's good at that moment and then it's not good later. Or sometimes I had a set collection thing where it was like 5 points, and then if I had another version of that same donut, the two were just 0 points. But if I had another one, it was then 10 points and so on. So lots of interesting choices. It's not always like these are all good choices. There are certainly some donuts that you want circumstantially or for your tableau more than you want other donut cards. The big twist, though, is how you get the cards, which is every round, you can see it here, there are 5 random donut cards out here. This actually looks like a bigger player game. We were playing a 4-player game in which there would be 5 donut cards out here and the numbers 1 through 5 right above them. It would stop right here. And then you have cards in hand. You can see this in the photo here. I'm using a photo from Board Game Geek. I played online, not in person. You have a set of cards that's just numbers 1 through 5, or however many players there are in your game, plus 1. And simultaneously, you play one of these number cards face down, and then you reveal simultaneously at the same time. And if you are the only player to select, say, number 1, you get that donut. However, if more than one player selects, say, option 2, so if I put down a 2 and you put down a 2, neither of us get this donut. And so this leads to some interesting player interactions. One, it's a great reason to pay attention to other players and see what they want or what they don't want. And I think it's crucial here that the cards that you gain over the course of the game are kept face up in your tableau. I think it would be turned into a poor memory game otherwise, but because they are face up in your tableau, you can look around the table and say, okay, I see that player is really going after plain donuts right now. I know not to take a plain donut, or I know not to take one right now. And so I think that's crucial. The other element of it is table talk. I don't know I didn't read the game's rules. I don't know what it specifically says about table talk, but you can certainly say to other players, hey, I'm choosing donut 2. Do with that information what you will, because as I said, in a 4-player game, there are 5 donuts out there. There are plenty of donuts for everybody. You don't need to take the same donut as somebody else. So you could put it out there, I'm taking this donut. You could also bluff and say I'm taking this donut and actually take a different donut. But I really like that element. It for a lighter game, I think it works really well. For a longer game, I think this would be incredibly frustrating because you could essentially end up doing nothing in the game if you and one other player continually chooses the same number. But in a short, light game, it leads to some really nice player interaction and some fun table talk as you're deciding which donuts to take. You're looking around to see what you need versus what other players need. And when possible, you might talk about it a little bit and say, hey, I really want this one. I see that you want that one. You should definitely go for that one. I'm going for this one. And you can do that. Go Nuts for Donuts. Very interesting twist on a set collection game in a light, whimsical form with donuts here. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've played a game similar to Go Nuts for Donuts, or if you played this game itself. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks.